Before you watch the Infinity Castle movie, you need to know these things about Akaza's Blood Demon Art so that you won't have to sit there with your mouth wide open to figure out what's going on. And this video is completely spoiler-free, so even anime-only watchers can enjoy it. We're going to break down exactly what his Blood Demon Art is, how he uses it in battle, his powers, abilities, ultimate move, pros and cons, everything you need to know. Alright, let's get into it. Akaza's Blood Demon Art is called Destructive Death, or Hakai Satsu in Japanese. His most famous ability is Compass Needle. Compared to other upper moons, Akaza doesn't have a wide variety of abilities or special moves. For example, Gyutaro used different types of sickle slashes against Tengen, and other upper moons have many incredible techniques while going all out against their opponents. But Akaza's fighting style mostly relies on his martial arts skills. He's a pure close-range fighter. First, let's talk about Destructive Death. Among all 6 upper moons, Akaza was physically the strongest, even stronger than Upper Moon 1 Kokushibo in terms of raw physical strength. His martial art style is called Soryu, a hand-to-hand style that forces opponents into close combat. Combined with his massive strength and demon-level speed, Akaza can create shockwaves just by punching the air. He has multiple named attacks, but they all fall under his physical shockwave techniques. For example, if he needs to close the distance with an opponent, he uses multiple air type, a shockwave punch that blasts air toward the enemy. That will make them stand just in one place while defending themselves, so he could get close to them. Other moves like Annihilation type, Disorder, Scatter, and Total Annihilation all use these shockwaves for both offense and defense. Now, his ultimate move, Compass Needle, or Ration in Japanese. When Akaza activates Technique Development Destructive Death Compass Needle, a snowflake-shaped circle appears under his feet. Here's where most people get it wrong. Compass Needle doesn't make him physically stronger or faster. Instead, it enhances his sensory and targeting ability. Akaza can see and detect a person's fighting spirit, known as Toki in Japanese. We saw this when he detected Rengoku's spirit during the Mugen Train movie. The stronger a person's fighting spirit, the easier it is for Akaza to sense them. I'll tell you a few examples for that. It's like observation haki in One Piece, or how Gojo uses his 6 eyes to sense curse energy to detect people and curses even though he's blindfolded, or even how Wild Mud in Ben 10 detects people through smell. And the ultimate simple example is how Navy submarine's sonar sensor works to detect approaching objects in deep ocean. With this ability, Akaza essentially gains 360-degree vision, detecting everyone around him based on their fighting spirit. He can only detect people's position but not what they're doing. Like he knows someone was behind, but he couldn't tell whether the person is trying to attack him or just standing there. There's also another ability was there with some magnet science explanation they gave on the story, but that's just too complicated to explain that way. In simple words, every attack he throws will automatically aim for vital points of his opponents. Almost like a magnet being pulled toward iron, it'll give him the ability to strike with precision. Even if his opponent hides, he can still find them as long as they have fighting spirit. And once he locates them, all he needs to do is close the distance and smash their heads with his brute strength. But even this technique has major weaknesses. Well, Akaza is a close-range fighter. Even though he can use mid to long-range shockwave attacks, if his opponent is fast enough to dodge or strong enough to tank them, and can attack from long range, they will have the upper hand. This is exactly the tactic Doma used to surpass Akaza. Because he's a long-range fighter and he doesn't have a detectable fighting spirit due to his playful, emotionless demon nature. We can't even talk about his fight with Kokushibo, because that's just skill issues. Another way to defeat Akaza is to attack him from his blind spot, like behind him. If a person has no fighting spirit, staying calm and emotionless, Akaza can't sense them even with Compass Needle, allowing them to sneak up on him. And that's how Akaza climbed to upper rank 3 with his Blood Demon Art. Comment below what you think about Akaza's Blood Demon Art, and tell me if you want me to cover any other topics. And if you've already seen the Infinity Castle movie, share your thoughts, but keep it spoiler-free for everyone else. Subscribe if you want more Demon Slayer deep dives like this. See you all in next video.